With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Another round of racing for Season 1 of the NASCAR Cup Series. We unload at Atlanta Motor Speedway for a grueling 150 laps. Tires will be the main thing to worry about as Atlanta eats up the tires like the Cookie Monster eats cookies. Will the drivers be able to save anything tonight, including their car? Welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, here alongside with my buddy Gary Wells with me here again tonight. Gary, buddy, how are you doing, man?
Doing pretty well here, Josh, and I'm really excited for this race tonight. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Hotlanta as you call it. This track is known for being slick and putting on some really good racing. This is what is known as a driver's racetrack. The driver holds their own destiny in their steering wheel and with the gas pedal. This track eats tires like the Cookie Monster, as you stated it. It wears out tires like Darlington. You could burn out these tires in 5 to 10 laps if you're not careful. So these guys, with how they drive the car and finesse the throttle all night long, is going to be just one of the many keys to victory.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know, you can definitely get some draft here early on, Gary. But after those tires wear off, man, and it starts to push like a dump truck, you get behind somebody, you're going to have more aero push than you are going to have draft. So what do you do on those long green flag runs? Do you get the draft or get the aero push, or do you kind of hang back to see what happens?
Well, with this aero package, like you mentioned, with all the downforce and the lack of horsepower, the draft is great for maybe like 5 laps. But then it really turns into that bubble aero push, as we were talking about last week at Auto Club, as you mentioned just a second ago. this track really enforces it hard with the arrow push. So really here, if you're behind somebody and you're trying to get around them, the only thing that you can really do is maybe change your lane maybe by half a car width. If they're all the way down on the white line, maybe you go up a little bit just so your right front gets a little bit of air on the nose so it handles a little bit better. Those types of things. But really with the fixed setup, there's really not a whole lot you can do here after the tires fall off. Track position is really going to play a premium.
Oh, yeah, track position definitely going to play a premium here later on. Of course, you can adjust your brake bias and stuff like that. But as far as adjusting like tire pressure and all that other stuff, you whatever set, since it's fixed like you was talking about, you can't touch that stuff.
No, you really can't. And honestly, the steering ratio and the steering offset you can mess with here. That's normally what you determine really pre-race. You can't really change that once the race has started. So I know for me, one of my go-tos here is the highest steering ratio I can get. And also I like to crank that offset all the way up. I was, when we were talking with Dennis before the broadcast here tonight, I was telling him what my numbers were, and I thought his jaw dropped to the floor.
I was shocked too.
Well, and I mean, the reason why I keep it so high is just so it makes the car looser at the beginning of the run. So I had to manage my tires. I had to be disciplined the first couple laps of a run here at Atlanta. But 15, 20 laps into the run, if there is a long run, which we can't get here at this racetrack, it really helps the handling. It'll still be tight, but it won't be as tight as my competitor.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to do, you got to keep, every driver, what I'm trying to say is every driver is different. No two drivers are the exact same. So you may have, you may have that higher setting than others, or you may have that lower setting than others. So, yeah, it all plays a factor, Gary, but I think what we need to do is get down to the points here tonight, and I think you have the top 8 here this evening.
No, you do.
Oh, I've got the top 8. Oh, I wrote it down backwards. Well, no, you have the top 8.
I have all 16, really. I mean.
Oh, okay. Well.
All right. And all jokes aside here, we have got Michael Atkins Jr. He has had 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s here for the first 3 races here, Josh, and he hasn't won a race yet, but he's our point leader.
Yes, he is.
He's got 178 points. Second place, Brendan D. Jenks. Same stats as Michael Atkins Jr. He's got 160. He's in second. Third place, coming off the win last week, Joshua Witherspoon. He's got 146 points. Fourth place, Tommy Gossett, fallen 3 positions last week after missing, and he will miss again tonight, but he's got 2 wins in his first 2 races here. He's in 4th place, and he's got 126 points. 5th place, we've got Brady Shue. Had a solid run last week at Auto Club. He's got 119 points. 6th place is going to be Tim Taylor. He's got 117. 7th place is Todd Kirkwood. He's got 111 points. And rounding out our top 8 is going to be Timmy Reed. He's got 101 points.
Yes, he does. And we're going to go to 9th here. Lindsey T. Harper, 99 points here this evening. Timothy Madonna up 2 spots into 10th. So cracking the top 10 here, 87 points. Elliot Longenecker there in 11th, 86 points. Jeffrey Goodpaster down 7 spots from last week into 12th, though, but still in the top 16, 84 points. Tied there, though, with Jeff Petitro there, who's up 2 spots into 13th. Joshua Laws also down 7 spots into 14th, 78 points. Kevin E. Bullock up 2 spots into 15th, 74 points. And Dennis Ansman cracking the top 16 here. Up a spot from 17th from last week, 73 points. Of course, you can see there, behind each individual driver, this is not back from the leader, just back from each individual driver. So very close between still yet all the drivers. But we've got some really close conditions here tonight, Gary, with those pre-race analytics here, man. 88-degree air temp, but the track temp, Gary, it has dropped.
Yeah, it has dropped. It was like what? I think you said it was like 116 before we went live here. Since practice has gone on, it has dropped 8 degrees. 108, still very slick. But I tell you what, it's still Atlanta. It's still gonna grade these tires like a cheese grater.
It doesn't matter if the track degree temp is 2 or 130. It's going to be the same. So,
but the slicker, the better racing we did here. That is a proven fact.
That is a proven fact. 150 laps here tonight, 225 miles. The tire window for where you're going to get the most And where the fall off is about 7 to 12 laps, Gary. You even told me that. After 12 laps, well, it's an 18-wheeler after that. So
Yeah, and with that 12-lap window, it could be 10 for some of these guys. It really just depends on how far they push it early. But really, I know Michael Atkins pretty good too, because that's where I kind of base his off of, because he's one of our top guys in this league. He's usually complaining for tires after about 4 laps. But there is a tire limit set here. I know we haven't gotten to that yet. 7 total sets. You get the one that you start with on the grid, and then you get 6 total sets in the pits.
yes.
So something to note there. But fuel window too. That's going to play a factor as well. We're seeing anywhere from 32 to 36, 37 laps, somewhere in there. So it's going to be interesting to see where the strategy is going to come into play, because I think we're really going to see tires make that bold pick of when these drivers come to pit road if we get a long green run.
Oh, yeah, the long green flag run definitely going to play a factor of who and when and where they start to come down. And they're going to have to be careful on pit road. And speaking of pit road speed, 50 miles per hour. And if you go the full length of that fuel run as they're going to get into qualifying here, your tires are going to be shot. You have got to be careful getting on that brake, or, well, you're going to slide it and, taking a chance of bringing out a caution, which the pacing speed here is 65 miles per hour. But real quick, Gary, before we get into the national anthem, man, that pit road can either make it or break it for you here in Atlanta.
Yeah, pit mistakes, that's going to be a very big key here tonight as well. Really, after the tires wear out, you want to start backing out middle of 3 and 4, just so you can make it to pace speed. It's not necessarily because you won't make the speed in time. It's just so you don't slide the tires as bad and possibly hit somebody to your outside or hit the pit wall or something like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, let's go ahead and step away here, play the national anthem, folks. Don't go anywhere, because we will be right back here at Hotlanta. Man, I can't wait for this race to start. This is going to be interesting. We'll be right back, folks.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars way. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, Satan's that star, spangled banner gave way for the land of the free. In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying, of course. They're still qualifying right now, Gary. So we got a few drivers still putting in a time, but I do want to go ahead and mention here real quick. We got a couple of drivers that we got cameras for here tonight. We're gonna actually see them race. The number 59 of Ryan Honeycutt and the number 16 of Dennis Ansman here. We've got their actual where they're at racing. So glad to have them both. Of course, we'll go side by side with more of them later on. But as they get into the drivers' meeting, Gary, you have some keys to victory here tonight.
Yes, so really three things we've already kind of mentioned here, but I will gladly mention them again. Keys to victory here tonight: track position, getting that early, qualifying the top 5, qualifying the top 10. It's really hard to pass here on a long run. So if you can qualify in the top 10, you really got a chance. Secondly, tire management, how you manage your tires. Similar to last week at Auto Club, but it's a little bit different here in Atlanta, different type of racetrack, but the principle is still the same. How you save your tires is really going to determine the outcome of your race. And then, of course, we saw some bumping and banging last week a couple times at Auto Club, especially early on with Michael Atkins and the 48 last week of Elliott Longenecker. Maintaining your car, keeping that car clean, keeping the fenders on it, that will also help you get into victory lane as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta do all three, and of course you have really got to be careful out here on the track. And I think being careful, taking it easy. It's 150 laps, Gary. Usually we see here at Atlanta, 100, 120. This one's 150, so we're going over a little bit, about 30 laps or so. So these guys are going to have to be careful. Of course, stage here tonight, lap 40. Giveaway here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get to that here too. People in chat, if you're out there and you want to throw in a pick, now, who do you think will win either the stage and or the race? If you are correct on either one, you will win an eNASCAR Cup t-shirt from eNASCAR here tonight. So that is the giveaway that eNASCAR is doing. I did want to go ahead and mention that here real quick, Gary. So I think we got everything out except for our picks.
Yeah. What's our pick? I don't even remember. No, I'm just kidding. I have them. Who do you got?
Well, tonight I have chosen that number 1 of Timmy Reed here tonight to bring it home into victory lane here at Atlanta.
Well, you picked our 6th place starter. I'm going to pick our 9th place starter, and he's got one of our onboard cameras, Ryan Honeycutt.
Yes, it is Ryan Honeycutt right there. We're going to see him on screen here real quick. there. That is going to be his pick. So get back up here to the broadcast here, widescreen. Of course, like I said, we'll go more on board with them. We don't really have time to interview our pole sitter, which will be Jordan Kuntz, who actually won the race last week.
No, he won the pole last week.
He won the pole last week. That's right. That's right.
The
That's
double O of You Can't See Me Witherspoon won the race last week.
Pole winning. Okay, somebody was first.
Jordan won the pole.
Yeah, he was first on pole.
Joshua took the important checkered flag.
We'll get Jordan up here later on in the race, probably at around the stage here. If we do have a caution, of course, we'll get him up here first and foremost. But congratulations to Jordan Kuntz on pole here tonight. Jeff P. Tetro there in second. Dennis Hansman just going to round out the top three here real quick. But this is going to be an interesting race. Gary, I don't know what these drivers are going to have to do. I really don't.
Well, we saw it come down to a green, white, checkered last week. And, of course, we do have unlimited attempts here. And, of course, that tire limit, just want to emphasize, they are going to have 6 in the pits plus the one they start on. So they're going to have 7 sets of tires for 150 laps. That may sound like a lot here at Atlanta, but you do have about 3 or 4 pit stops that you'll be making here tonight. So they do have a couple extra sets. So it'll be interesting to see who will have to stay out late in the race because they used all of their tires up, or if they do save a set for late for like a green, white, checkered. We basically have unlimited attempts. We have 15. That's as many as iRacing will allow you to do if we get that far. But I don't think we will.
Let's hope we don't have 15 green, white checkers here tonight. But let's go ahead and get them on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here this evening. Jordan Kuntz going to grab the pole out here tonight with a 29.880. Congratulations to Jordan on his second pole of back-to-back here. Really, congratulations. Jeff P. Tetro there going to grab that second outside spot here. Then we got Dennis Hansman there in third. Jeffrey Goodpaster fourth. Tim Taylor is going to round out the top 5. Gary, 6 through 10. We're going to change it up.
All right, 6th place, we've got the one car there of Timmy Reed. 7th place, my pick from last week, Brendan D. Jenks. He's going to be starting 7th there in that 3 car. 8th place is going to be the Hot Wheels machine there of Ruben Phelps. 9th place is going to be Ryan Honeycutt, my pick this week. And rounding up the top 10 is going to be Daryl Arnold there in the 6th car.
All righty, 11th, Joshua Witherspoon of the You Can't See Me 00 machine. Elliot Longenecker there in 12th. Lindsey T. Harper 13th. Jeremy Buchanan, I'm going to say, there in 14th. And Bryce Shoemaker there in 15th.
16th place on my end, I've got Michael Atkins. I almost said Michael Schumacher. 17th place, we've got Brady Shue. 18th, Scott Warren. His first start, I believe, since Daytona. And 18th place there. 19th place is going to be Marty Phillips. 20th is going to be Kevin Bullock. And rounding out the field, starting shotgun tonight is going to be Todd Kirkwood there in the 82.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and we have a mishap with the 21.
No!
Marty Phillips is already wrecked.
Oh, no! Well, we're not going to go on a MaxSpeedTV replay here. No, not what you wanted to see there. But
it looks like he just hit the gas too hard on grid. And
let's get back up here on our pole sitter, which will be Mr. Jordan Kuntz here.
And they did have a tie for qualifying, by the way.
Yes, they did.
Ran a 29.880 according to the ATVO. So
yes, it was a tie there, but down into 3. I'm not going to say it. We're going to let the man himself say it. Gary, what do they say, buddy?
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
And there goes my ears.
Well, mine are about to blow out here in a second as we see this pace truck take off to the safety of pit lane.
Oh, you know it. Everybody knows it. Pace truck gonna dive off here out of turn number 4. Jordan Kuntz in control here, folks. He's gonna be on the left out. The green flag flies. Boogity, 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 folks. Racing here tonight.
And these guys are already juking and jiving back here from 7th on back. I saw they almost went 3 wide going into turn 1.
Oh, good Lord. Really?
But everybody is keeping it safe here and calm and green. We are still side by side, really from 4th, 5th on back.
Yeah, looking at it here, it looks like the 11 of Tim Taylor there going to go and make that pass on the 3 of Brendan D. Jink. Still side by side, though, between them two. Between Jeffrey Goodfaster and the 3 of Brendan, yeah.
Yeah, look
Now
like Brendan.
they're going to go
in
single
number
file.
3. Yeah, we're going to go single file here. Pretty much everybody, we're going to see him the first lap or 2, make some moves. Oh, I heard somebody blow up. We got a caution.
Oh, no. Yes, we do. Oh, Jeremy Buchanan there. It looks like involved in this.
Yeah, I heard it in my ears when he hit the wall. It sounded like his vent blew, so that was definitely a hard hit for him.
No, this is this is Atlanta. I mean, you got to be careful. It looks like the 22 on that marbles on that outside.
Looked like he just got loose.
Now let's go ahead and we're gonna look at it here, man. First caution, not what we wanted to see.
And I have done that before in practice. I go.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he did. It looks like he did just get loose there right in front of the 96.
Yeah, and the 96, just an innocent victim, had nowhere to go.
Hard lick for the both of them. Ouch.
Yeah, you'd hate to see that for Bryce Shoemaker because he's right there on the bubble there. A couple points behind Dennis there for that 16th spot. I know it's early on in the season, but it's not too early to be thinking about points, but I'm on board here with the 22. He just gets down to 1. I think he just hit one of those bumps there in the upper groove, and it just got him loose and turned him around.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It sure did. Of course, now we are under caution for the first time. Well, how about we go ahead and bring up Jordan here real quick because he did grab the pole here. So let's go ahead and get him up here real quick. Jordan, buddy, got a copy?
Yes.
Well, I know it's early, but I didn't have a chance to get you up here, before the race, but congratulations on pole here tonight, man. I know it's early, like I said. Do you have maybe a game plan going forward here at this track?
I think the game plan is to save tires. Tires are an important factor to be fast here, and I think the winner will be the person who can save their tires the best.
I couldn't have said it better myself, don't you think, Gary?
Yeah, no, he pretty much hit everything that I said, so there you go.
Yeah, Jordan, man, good luck down there. Like I said, we're still early, man, but wanted to congratulate you on pole here tonight, man. Go ahead, bud. Have fun and just take it easy.
Thank you.
Bud. All right, so...
Man, a few words.
Yes, man, a few words. Well, Gary, go ahead and write this down, if you would, please. We got a couple of picks out there in chat already. So Doug Jinks, of course, has picked Brendan Jinks to win here tonight.
All right, let me grab a pen here. Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'll even write it down too if you want me to.
I've got it here.
Okay.
You said he's got Brendan Jinks. All right.
Yeah, Doug Jinks has got Brendan Jinks. No, I'm sure. I think that might be his dad. So he's
Probably.
so he's got Brendan Jinks. Now Abby B has picked Jordan Coons. Yeah, you see it in chat. You're in there. For everybody, Gary's in chat. He can see it. So, like I said, we are doing that giveaway. Now, if there's multiple winners...
Now, she did say Jordan will win the stage.
Yes.
She's going to put
stage
win, and we've got Doug that's going to pick the race winner.
Yes.
So that is different, right?
That is different. That is different. Yes, that is different.
Well, it looks like they're a double foul already again here, Josh, and they're going to get them again.
You want me to get him going again?
Yeah, go ahead. I think we need to redo it.
All right, I guess we'll redo it here. Pace car gonna dive off. Pace truck gonna dive off here. Coming to lap 6. Jordan there in control once more, and we're gonna buggity once more here tonight at Atlanta. All right, that's it. Not doing it again.
Well, they're still side by side back here from 3rd on back for the most part. Everybody going back to single file. But
Fast battle for the lead already. Dennis Hansman.
Dennis Hansman going for the lead already over Jordan. I think Jordan is just wanting to save his tires. He knows Dennis is faster on the shorter run, so he's just going to let him go. But he's also going to be letting that 87 go. Tetro there. Battling for second there now. Dennis is going to lead that lap, of course. Not by much, but he's going to lead it.
Yes, he is. We got Pumpkinhead up front.
I was wondering what you were going to name his car. Well, we don't see a whole lot of battles, but we see a lot of people just trying to break the draft as they go down these straightaways.
Yeah.
These are not the longest straightaways here at Atlanta. You actually spend more time in the turns here than you do actually going straight at this racetrack.
Yeah, I think my favorite paint scheme, though, is that 06, man. I grew up with Hot Wheels, so
that
is a sharp paint.
It almost kind of looks like Kyle Petty's car back in the 90s. I don't know if you recall that car at all.
I remember the car.
Here comes the 00 going to the inside here of Ryan Honeycutt. That is for the 7th position there.
And he's got the eyeball still on that 00. You can't see me, Joshua Witherspoon. That is his nickname. So
it looks like he will take that spot at least this lap anyway.
Oh, man.
Still real tight. It looked like Josh had a little bobble there going into turn number 1, but still going to keep the momentum up.
Ooh. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah, everybody's wiggling here. These straightaways are just so bumpy here, Josh, that sometimes you just do break a little bit loose here. But really, that third place car we saw of that pack there, the 6th car there of Daryl, he did such a big run because of the draft. And it's still early on enough in the race to where this draft can really play as your benefit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, we had that early caution. We had that one caution there. It's still going to be, I think, real close on fuel, but we might be able to make it to the stage.
I think you're going to see people take tires before they take fuel.
You think they're...
It wouldn't surprise me if they split the stage in half and go like lap 20 if they think it's going to go green and pit. It would not surprise me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mitch Diamond out there in chat here tonight saying Pietro is on the move. Well, he started on outside pole, and, well, he's kind of falling back a little bit, but that could be by design, trying to save as much as he can, too. I mean, this track is not tire-friendly.
No, it really isn't. And I've seen Tim Taylor up here on this outside second lane the last couple of laps here. And he's really going to need to get down to the bottom because once you're in that middle groove above that first seam, you're kind of in trouble. No one really goes there a whole lot. I know he's got some help there with the car behind him, but
don't go 3 wide, guys.
Please
don't go. Yeah, please don't go 3 wide. Now's
battle
for the lead. Jordan back up front.
Jordan back up to the lead here. And I just wanted to point out a driver that's really on the move here, Michael Atkins Jr. He started 16th. He is up to that 9th position. Already gained 7 spots here since the start of this thing.
And another battle for the lead here once more. Pumpkinhead. Dennis Hansman there in the number 16. And Jordan Kuntz there on the outside.
Dennis has really got turn 1 and 2 figured out here, I think. But look at Brendan Jenks here. He is right on the heels of these two.
Yeah, this is up front. Oh, there we go. Dennis going to take over the lead there. Getting back here a little bit further.
Now, we did see last week at Auto Club that Dennis was pretty good on the long runs, and we also saw that 3 car was pretty good on the long runs too. So we got these guys here that were really good at saving their tires last week, these 3. Let's see if they're going to keep up that same type of pace here tonight.
Yeah, and I don't know what Jordan and Dennis is doing, but right now Dennis now caught on that outside line.
Oh, that 3 is real tight right there.
All right, well, as they race it up here, I didn't get a chance to do it right before the race, but a shout out to the sponsors here for the NASCAR of their first season here in 2020 PTR Simulator. Bike Kicker, Miller Electric, and Custom Paints and Designs. Glad to have all 4 of you on board here for the first season. I mean, 4 sponsors for the first season. You cannot ask anything better. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty good. The way you can get 4 companies like that. at your first season to just hop on board. That's a really good, promising sign there, and it really just shows the belief they have in Dennis and this community here to really branch out and grow for sure.
Kind of been watching the 41 here, Michael Atkins Jr.
Yep,
kind of making some
that
moves.
6 spot now. He's going to be running down the 3 car there for the 5th position.
Man, look at Witherspoon, though. Good Lord.
Yeah, this man barely practices and barely qualifies, but he shows up to the race and he's in the top 5.
Yes, he is. Now, Michael Atkins Jr., he knows his tracks. We know him well. And, you know, he's coming from 16 to 6. Ruben Phelps right behind. They're still bunched up together here.
Oh, the 99 got loose. Oh,
wow.
What a drive there by the 99 of Jordan Kuntz.
Man. Well, now we got our pole sitter back up front, and Jeffy Tetro there in second, our outside pole sitter.
He got loose and he still kept the lead.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it.
I don't know how he did it either, but he's got Jeff on his tracks there. Jeff back up to that 2nd position. Our top 3, they're in the same spots as they were when we started this.
Yes, they are. Now, Michael Atkins. Yeah, now Michael Atkins Jr. came down pit road, I guess during that caution at about a 6.8 second stop.
Yeah, it looked like he took 2 tires there, probably 2 rights. That does give you an advantage here, especially on a little bit of a long run. His right sides are 4 laps newer than anybody else, so that'll make his car a little bit looser at the beginning, but it'll start to even out here in a couple laps.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's check on the back here real quick. Todd Kirkwood there in the 82, getting passed up by Timmy Reed, my pick here tonight. Currently running in 13th. Boy, he fell all the way back from 6th. Probably by design. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Scott Warren, Lindsey T. Harper, and Marty Phillips going to round out the top 20. Jeremy already out of the race. Bryce Shoemaker still on pit road. Now they're starting to get a little bit, I wouldn't say spread out, but a battle here between Michael Atkins Jr. and you can't see me, Witherspoon, and a battle behind him too, Gary.
Yeah, big battles happen all around this racetrack. They know stage points are on the line here and about 20 laps, so still plenty of time to get some passing in, but it is definitely going to be interesting here as these guys are still swapping for position. These guys really haven't spread out a whole lot. I figured they'd be a little bit more spread out by now, but I guess this aero package is still good. It keeps everybody together pretty close.
Spread out? What's that?
I mean, we're not seeing it right now. That is for sure. That is for sure.
Yeah. Well, Michael Atkins Jr. already up to 3rd.
Yes, and I do want to point out there was 2 other people that pitted under that last caution.
Yes.
It looks like Kevin Bullock and Scott Warren as well, all under 6.7 seconds or less. Michael had the longest pit stop, but looks like they either took 2 or fuel only. I think Scott in the 76, he took fuel only that last stop.
Well, Scott's pit twice. That's weird.
That might be correct. I think he's trying to save fuel, I guess. But
he could. He's still on the lead lap, but yeah.
That'll be interesting coming down to it. These guys are close.
Go battle here for
On the
second.
window. Yes, it looks like Michael Atkins here making that move on the 87, and he has him cleared. He'll take the 2nd spot away. And now he'll be setting his sights on the 99.
Boy, man, I don't know. Jordan Kuntz, man, we've already seen it here early. 23 laps into the race, we had that early caution. Right now, if anything, Michael
I think those
needs
right
to...
side tires are playing a bigger factor than what I'm giving them credit for.
I'm there with you.
Because normally we see it here, Josh. We've seen it so many times. They've changed the tire model a little bit from the last update to this one. Maybe those taking right side tires is going to make a little bit more of a difference now, and it's definitely showing right here. Like, you know, later on in the race, these guys, they see that Michael Atkins took 2 tires there, 2 rights especially. They might see that as a benefit if we have a short run at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah. Well, as they continue to go on here, we're going to go ahead and go up here with Ryan Honeycutt, who's actually right up ahead of Dennis Ansman here. We're going to go here and really watch it here side by side. We're going to see him race here. You know, we got a couple of them, like I said, Dennis and Ryan going to be doing it. Boy, Ryan got real loose there. You're probably going to see it there on screen, too. Him just, you know, willing and dealing that wheel. Right behind him, though, is the other one that we're on board with that we've got a camera for. That's going to be Mr. Dennis Ansman, too, who is actually running an Oculus Rift here, or he's running VR. I don't know if it's Oculus or not, Gary, but it's VR. So, but you can still see a steering wheel, and just the perspective that you can get from these drivers, the fans, you can see how they're wheeling the steering wheel. Man, it's insane.
Yeah, these guys are definitely very, very busy. You see Dennis, his wheel looks a little bit more calmer. He's a little more steady with the wheel, whereas we saw with Ryan there a second ago, he was a little bit all over the place, but you can definitely see Dennis's hands with his Oculus there, with his VR headset, a lot more calmer with the wheel. He kind of is a little more precise. He knows where to put it a little bit better.
Yeah, well, you know, being in VR, from what I've understood, Gary, and you've been on iRacing long enough, and VR and all that, VR gives you a better perspective because you can actually turn your head and see everything.
Yes, you can definitely turn your head and see everything. I used to race with Casey Duncan back in the day when I first got onto iRacing, and he says, you know, you can pretty much see around the whole car if you wanted to take a look. Like if you wanted to make sure, see how far you were to the outside of somebody or to the inside, you can kind of see like, okay, how much more room do I have? And it really can play an advantage for you for sure.
Kathy Ansman in chat saying, that's my front room.
Hey, so guys, you know what their living room looks like, and we know what Ryan's bedroom looks like.
Yes,
so
we do. And we know what a battle for the lead is like.
Yes, we do. Here they come. They are battling here side by side. I think Michael, he's got it figured out with those two tires. I'm surprised it's really worked out this long, but he has really made that low line work. And there's this thing they talk about on NASCAR on Fox when they come to Atlanta.
It's not sponsored. So Fox,
not
no.
Harvick. I'm sorry, I mentioned it. Harvicking, or the Harvick line. We see Michael, he's doing that pretty darn well, but I think Jeff in that corner really did it the best, where you get down on that bottom line as soon as you can, and you just kind of keep it there. You let the car rotate. You're not really on the gas, but the more you let that car rotate, that faster that car is going to be, and the more tires you're going to save over a long run. So we're going to see Jordan with the crossover maneuvers here.
Oh, well, Michael going to lead his second lap.
And Jordan's going to be battling back down to the bottom of the racetrack here. 10 laps to go in stage one.
Yes. I was about to say 20, but yeah, you're right. Boy,
How about that?
Well, why was I thinking lap 50? That's my problem.
So we need to have a talk.
Well, I think you're correct. I think Michael has got something here with those two tires. I think he did take two at a 6.8.
And he's really just been saving it. We saw the 99 get loose a while ago, and especially if it's those rear tires, those could really wear them out really bad. So
yeah,
looks like Michael's been taking his time, getting back up through the field. You know, he started 16th, so he's really been taking his time with these passes.
Look at old Brady Shue here cracking the top 10, coming from 17th, 32 laps into the race here, up to 10th, and that butt kicker 7.
And he's definitely taking a different line there. We saw him through 3 and 4 there, taking the middle line. Let's see what he does here going into turn 1.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and stay on him. He's right up ahead of Pumpkinhead, the number 16 of Dennis Ansman there.
He's really focused on making that late arc, which could really play on a really long run like this. It can really play into your advantage. 33 laps on these tires. It can really play an advantage where the more late arc you take, and you can diamond these corners off a little bit, the straighter you can get it off, the sooner you can apply the power. So there's a couple of different ways that you can run Atlanta here, a couple different lines, and we're seeing Brady kind of experimenting with both of them here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we went off of that number 1 of Brady Shue, but yeah, he's kind of going back and forth. You know, he doesn't know exactly which line's the best, but
Well,
I think
and
Brady
this track does give you options.
Yes, it does. I think he's going to be able to figure that out. And we go back here to the Blood Red 1 of Timmy Reed. Started 6th. He fell back to 12th. You know, he's coming up on the 16 of Dennis Hansman here, looking to the inside through the tri-oval here at Atlanta.
6 to go in this stage. This is going to be a battle, not a battle for stage points, but if they can get up to Brady there, that's going to be 2 stage points right there.
Yes, it is.
And that's 2 more bonus points towards the championship there.
I ain't worried about Michael Atkins Jr. He's about a 5/10 of a second lead over Jeff Petitro here. So we're going to go back here to Jeff and Jordan. Still pretty close between 2nd and 3rd. Ryan Honeycutt looks like
but there is a battle for 4th of brewing here between the 06 and the 3. The 3 is all over the back bumper of that 06.
Oh, do not wreck my Hot Wheels. You better not.
Brennan got loose there going into turn number 3, but he's going to be able to turn it down on that 06, side by side as they come out of the corner here.
Yeah, it looks like Brendan D. Jinks is going to do a little bit of a job on him. Just kind of go right up in front of him.
And he did make that pass.
Yes,
so
he did.
Clear, but the 06 not going to go away just yet. He's going to be able to close the door on him.
Yeah, but look who's behind him. You can't see me, Witherspoon.
I was about to say, can't. What do you mean? I can't see. I can't see him at all. You know.
The eyeball
The
machine.
reason why we make this comment, guys, I don't know if you're able to see on camera very well or not, but the 00 inside the numbers, he's got eyeballs.
Yes.
So that's why we have that reference there. I don't know how good
We got people coming down. Oh no, Jordan down pit road.
And I think that is just a move here for the end of the stage, just to get you that little extra track position. We're seeing the 21 as well.
Yeah, the 51 of Lindsey T. Harper.
Yeah, we got quite a few.
33 now down pit road.
Yeah, it's Jeffrey Goodpasture on pit road here.
Well, coming to lap 39, of course, pit road is closed, I believe.
Yeah, pit road is closed this time by here. So no more pitting.
Yep.
If you do, it will result in an EOL, I do believe.
I do believe, yes. And we've got, we've got some admins. Dennis Hansman and Joshua Witherspoon are the admins, but I do believe there's other admins too, if I'm not mistaken.
That I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know.
I don't know either.
I don't keep up with this stuff.
I know. I know they keep up with it. Oh, Witherspoon having a moment. Or is he coming down pit road?
He's
No.
coming down pit road. I guess there's no caution or no caution, but they don't close pit road toward the end of the stage.
I don't think they do here.
Okay, never mind. This is not real NASCAR.
Yeah,
but we're seeing Michael Atkins. He's going to easily take the stage here.
Yes, he is. Michael Atkins Jr. coming out of turn number 4 here tonight. He is going to win stage 1 and the only stage here this evening.
How many of y'all have Michael Atkins?
Nobody. I had him. No.
Well, you are not eligible, sir.
No, I am not. Nah, me and Gary's not eligible for it. But Michael Atkins Jr. is going to win the stage here tonight. Congratulations to Michael Atkins Jr. on the stage win.
Stage win, and that gives him 20 bonus points. So that's going to give him. That's going to give him a nice, comfortable lead here. He already had an 18-point lead coming into tonight over Brendan D. Jenks, but that's just going to even more there. But Brendan did get some stage points, I do believe. I think he finished like
8th. I'm showing him an 8th right now, but I don't know. I know Joshua and Dennis will go back through the replay to figure everything out. Obviously, it's going to be the 41 going to grab the stage win, but everybody kind of doing some pitting there that kind of
throws a wrench in there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it sure does.
We're going to see a lot of wave arounds here this next caution. We're obviously going to see our top 5 here. We're obviously going to see them pit for tires and gas. But everybody else looks like really whoever's a lap down, Jordan Coops on back, they are going to stay out.
Okay, so Michael Atkins Jr. coming down pit road here. Gonna make the, they're doing some passing here. Caution there. We're 4 wide here, going about 20-something miles an hour. All right, now these guys are on pit road, so I think they're trying to, do that on pit road.
I think they're sorting a scoring error. I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They were saying something about some scoring issue.
Uh-oh. All right. Well,
it's the old iRacing pit glitch where sometimes it'll tell you pit road's open and then it doesn't open for you. And see, you wouldn't know that you're a broadcaster, but as a driver, that can be very frustrating. When it opens for you, you go through pit road and then they say, "Oh, pit road's closed. You get a penalty."
Yeah, and you're not in your stall yet. Now, once you get into your stall and the time starts, from what I understand, it doesn't affect you. But if you're on the road of pit road, it affects you.
If you make your pit stop.
Yeah, you have to.
If you make your pit stop, then it affects you. But if you're on pit road, you're good.
Oh, okay. Well, Michael Atkins Jr. is going to be off and away. Let's go ahead and drag him down here real quick and have a chat with him real quickly. Michael Atkins Jr., buddy, got a copy?
Gotcha, Josh.
Well, you're going to be our stage winner here tonight, bud. A little bit of confusion there as people were coming down pit road and everything, but you made some pit stops here, or made that pit stop under caution, and that helped for you to grab that stage win. Man, how does the track feel? Is it typical Atlanta?
No, it's typical Atlanta. Push the tires too hard. You melt the right rear, and a lot of people's getting squirrely because they're going too hard, but hopefully we got the right strategy, right formula to go the rest of this way and win the race.
Now, I do want to mention, you pitted that first caution of the race. Did you take rights or lefts?
Took none.
Oh, so you took fuel only that stop.
Yes, sir.
So those were 40-lap old tires when you were passing and making your way up through the field that last run.
Yes, sir. I didn't change any lug nut. I didn't even break a lug nut loose, buddy.
All right. Well, hey, I mean, that fuel only stop definitely played in your favor. You won something tonight. I was giving you a hard time before we went live here, but hopefully you can grab the other checker flag here at the end.
Yes, sir.
All right, Michael. Nope, just all right, Michael. Good luck out there, buddy. We still got a long way to go.
Don't remind me, Josh.
I'll remind you.
We'll see you later, Michael. Thanks a lot.
See you, Michael. Oh, man.
Gotta give him a hard time. I gave him a hard time that he hadn't won a race yet this season, and he's our point leader. So he won the stage for me. Maybe he'll shut me up and win this race as we're seeing the 11 of Tim Taylor taking a wave around. These guys are double foul once again, Josh, and we're going to begin stage 2.
Yes, we are, and it looks like a lot of drivers. I caught a lap down here. Well, several. Jeppy Tetro, Ron Honeycutt, Timmy Reed, Ruben Phelps, Jeffrey Goodpaster, all 1 lap down. Dennis Ansman somehow is 4 laps down.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't know if he was fixing scoring there and got off the racetrack or what the case was, but yeah, he is 4 laps down right now.
Well, get him going, Gary.
Yes, sir. We are waiting on that pace truck to dive off to the safety of pit road. Michael Atkins Jr., Kevin Bullock making your front row. Green flag back in the air. Underway at Atlanta for stage number 2. Michael gets a heck of a jump on this start here. He's going to take a commanding lead going into turn number 1 as we see the 87, who's not on the lead lap, take that second spot. Am I seeing that right, or is my scoring messed up? Okay,
well, Michael Atkins Jr., yeah, Kevin Bullock there in second, and Jordan Kuntz there in third.
Yep, Jordan Kuntz there in third spot. Looks like Daryl has fallen back to the 4th position as he's all over the back bumper now of the 99.
Well, the 99, Jordan Kuntz. See Brennan D. Jinks side by side with a 33. Wait a minute.
Yes, the 33 Jeffrey Goodpaster.
Jeffrey Goodpaster, yeah.
That
one
is
lap
not
down.
for position. Jeffrey is a lap down. He is the 4th car, 1 lap down. It's going to be a heck of a battle here between the 87 of Jeff Petitro, Ryan Honeycutt, Timmy Reed, and Jeffrey Goodpaster for that lucky dog spot.
Yeah,
and
they're
even
coming
Ruben
around.
Phelps. That's another shout there. in
Yes.
06.
Yeah, they're coming around the 48 there of Elian Logenecker. I hope I am saying his last name right.
You and me both.
Oh, man. Well, now it's the stage is done. Now it's a shootout to the end of 150 laps.
Yeah, we're seeing here, it's a 100-lap shootout basically to the end, a little more than 100, about 110. But factoring those those caution laps, it takes a couple away. But this is where strategy is really going to play.
Yeah, we got to gaggle back here though. I got to get back here with Timmy Reed and company because, man, we're
right here, 3
here
wide.
at Atlanta. Down into 3. All right, we're back to 2.
Back to 2.
Oh,
that 33
Jesus.
into 1 almost made contact there. The 3 car going to clear this group.
You guys are going to give me a heart attack here tonight if you keep going 3 wide.
It don't take much to get your blood pumping.
No, it does not. All right, it looks like
And Marty here still on track, struggling a little bit after he hit the wall there in the warm-up lap. Running in 15th, 2 laps down, slightly off pace. Gotta feel bad for that guy.
Yes, the warm-up lap, getting ready to go, and then hit the wall. Man.
It can be very frustrating for sure.
Yes.
I probably would have pulled off the track and quit, but that's just me.
I'd have pulled a big baby too. I would have. I really would have. But like, nope, not tonight.
Now we are seeing Jeff is back on the lead lap. It looks like here Michael Atkins did let him go. So really the driver of the catbird seat for the lucky dog right now is at 59 of Ryan Honeycutt.
Yep, right there, the first driver, 1 lap down.
And he's all over the back bumper of our leader here.
Well, we got Ryan here, Ryan Honeycutt. We'll go back on him here tonight. Take a look side by side, the way Ryan is racing for everybody to take a look at.
I think this is a cool little aspect here. We don't see this a whole lot with people wanting to actually do an onboard camera. So big shout out to Ryan and Dennis there wanting to give us a different perspective.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You actually get to see the drivers, Instead of us talking about them, you get to actually see them doing some wheeling and dealing.
And this is their real cockpit right here. I mean,
yes.
Sure, we get the cockpit view if we go to their camera shot, but this is a real good live view here to see what these drivers are working with here, race in and race out.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and go cockpit here. 1 lap with Ryan Honeycutt side by side with the Ryan Honeycutt here too. So you're going to get to see both perspectives here. Kind of throwing Ryan here as one of the 2 that we have here tonight. So you get to see everything that's going on as he has come upon the 87 of Jeff Petitro here. Jeff back a lap down.
Yeah, so this is going to be a battle here between the 59 and the 87, as we can see on board with Ryan, literally, of him battling with this 87 here for that lucky dog position.
Yeah, they're going to be battling here. We're going to go ahead and go back up and take a wider view at this. Can Ryan get to the 87?
It's definitely possible. I think he's just battling right now a little bit with that dirty air. A couple laps into this green flag run now. 12 laps, it looks like, on average with these guys on their tires. So definitely going to be interesting to see how these guys work it out going forward. As we're seeing Ryan go down the inside of that 87. He does have 1 lap fresher tires, so doesn't really play too much.
Yeah,
here,
one lap. Now, if it was 1 to 15, yeah,
Yeah, 1 to 15, definitely a big difference here. We're seeing Jordan. He's actually got the newest tires compared to Michael. Again, by 1 lap, and he's right behind this group battling for that lucky dog spot. They're just slugging it out for that 10th position.
Jordan, you said? No,
Yeah,
Jeff.
Well,
Jordan.
Jordan here is in second behind these guys.
Yeah. Well, I was seeing in chat here, Todd Kirkwood was mentioning that Jordan Kuntz and Michael Atkins Jr. now are teammates.
Yes, in this league they are. At least they are working together and in the same channel. So it looks like Ryan is going to give the move here to Jordan. I know somebody named Alex. Cut me a break, okay?
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so he is giving Jordan the room here to get by. I did hear that in the iRacing chat there. So
okay.
Ryan's going to let him go and let Jordan go by, and Jordan's going to try to get by this 87 and try to make a move for the lead, hopefully very soon.
All right. Well, we're live here, folks. So, whatever happens, happens. I mean, there's no blip, So, Ryan Honeycutt, Jet P. Teach Road. Now, Ryan Honeycutt, they're in the 59, coming up on the 99 here. That is the 99, right?
Of Jordan, yes.
Yes.
That is the 99. I know that number's hard to read, but
yeah,
yes,
I can barely. It looks like the 59, and then I can focus and see it. And then Kevin E. Bullock there in third. I haven't mentioned much about Kevin E. Bullock here tonight, but what
he is hanging strong there in third.
He is started in 20th and in third here this evening. What a run for him. Daryl Arnold there started in 10th. Up to 4th. Brendan D. Jink started 7th and 5th, kind of rounding the top 5 here. There are a couple of drivers here having a good run here at Atlanta. And not worried about Michael.
having a good run here early. And just seeing these lap cars, it's really thrown a wrench into who's for position. So for us as broadcasters here, Josh, you know this. It kind of gets a little bit difficult where we see other cars where they don't really belong, and everybody's just kind of battling for position in their own right. So it's pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, lap cars do play a huge factor in the race. And then, of course, you got your lap cars battling for the lucky dog. And then you've got, those several laps back battling to get their laps back. And, it does get confusing.
Yeah, it really can. But Jeff is hanging strong here. If he was on the lead lap, he'd be running second right now, and he's able to hold Jordan back just a little bit. I know that Jeff is going to be one of those guys. If Jordan is able to get underneath him, he's just going to let him go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've got 20 viewers here tonight. Todd Kirkwood out there in chat. Man, tough break, Todd. Man, we hate it for you. Kathy Ansman, Mitch Diamond, of course, Doug Jinks, Abby B, Bruce Amsden out there. We got Gary Dennis, J-Dub out there in chat as well. Jeffrey Goodpaster also out here on the racetrack. Glad to see everybody out there tuning in. We got about 20 watching concurrently. Got about 13 likes here tonight. Can we hit, say, 20 likes here this evening? Of course, share it out there on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and I've got to say it, if you have it, MySpace. Just get it out there, folks. Get people tuning in here. Awesome racing. Yeah, we're spread out. Not a whole lot going on, but we still got a ways to go here, Gary. We really do.
Yeah, we got a ways to go here, but we are seeing a battle for position here between the 6 car and the 3 car. It looks like the 6, from what I heard on the radio chatter there, the 6 is just going to let the 3 go right here.
Yeah, I see it. We see it. We're on that.
Take that position there, and Brendan's going to take the spot.
Yeah, Brendan going to go up there.
Oh, come on, breaking loose right there. Was that the 7 of Brady's shoe? It was.
Well, I think it might have been. I didn't see it, but yeah, I see the speed drop. Yeah, 159 now, and to the inside is going to be the 1 of Timmy Reed, who is a lap down, so not for position, but it looks like the 7 is going to be able to get back down there on that white line.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get that position back, but always very difficult to save a car here in Atlanta. So whenever I see a car get sideways and they save it, it's a pretty good accomplishment here. It really is.
Oh yeah, it is. Witherspoon gonna be 7th, right up ahead of the 16. Now Witherspoon on the lead lap. Pumpkinhead, Dennis Ansman there in the 16, 4 laps down. And, you know, and I've talked to Dennis before, and I've talked to him many times, and I'm sure he's mentioned it to you, Gary. You know, the first season out here just to have a good time, to see kind of what things are going to be. But, man, the racing out here for really the first 3 races of season 1 has been fantastic. Now we get to Atlanta. Yeah, it's fantastic. Ooh, Michael Atkins Jr. got loose there. Don't get me wrong. I think Atlanta coming to the end is going to be rather the same way. So, man, I don't know. It's going to be. This is wild.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good ride here so far through the first 4 races. I have seen a little bit of damage though on that right side of that 16 for Dennis Ansman. So I don't know if when he made his pit stop in the first stage he hit the wall or something. But he has got damage, and that's why he's 4 laps down, I think.
All right. Well, right front? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's got some right front damage, right side damage there, which is playing to effect onto the handling of that race car.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that right front damage here. Oh, man, that is significant right front there.
Yeah, which makes sense. I think that's why Dennis is 4 laps off the pace. I think he just, when he wrecked, I think he had some issues getting onto pit road, and when that happened, I think he was just taking the time to just repair his car at that point, and that's what got him a few laps down here.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Yeah, and it looks like it is affecting him here.
Yeah, and you'll see that crinkle on the top of the fender as well, which that will act like a above the right front tire there as I'm seeing it now. I'm a little bit behind, but that will serve as a parachute and really slow that car down and give it a really big aero push. And he's already in traffic, as we see right here, which causes a lot more of a push.
Yeah, he's right behind. Yeah, the 00 there. Let's check on some other drivers here. Ruben Phillips there and that Hot Wheels 06 machine. Right up ahead of the number 3 of Brendan D. Jinks, who is in 3rd. So Ruben not for position, but right up ahead of him we got Timmy Reed, Jeffrey Goodpaster as well here, currently running in 14th. Marty Phillips there, 2 laps down in that number 21 machine, started 19th and 15th, and you know he's up 4 spots, so you know that's still a good run for Marty. Of course, I'm sure Marty would be hoping to be on the lead lap and up in there, you know, in the top 10, Gary, but still yet a good run for Marty. Elliot Longenecker there in the 48 Ally machine, started 12th, 16th, currently down a few spots. I'm sure he is kind of not happy right now.
Yeah, he's probably not happy, but he's going to have to work his way up and start passing some cars and hopefully get it going here. But we are getting down to the last 25 laps. Or not the last 25 laps. I thought this was a 100-lap race.
He's pulling a medlock on me. Down pit road. Scott down pit road, and
I was just about to say, pit road, I think, is going to open for the window for these guys.
Gary is pulling a me here tonight.
Now, they are close to the end on fuel. I think they're going to have to make 2 more stops.
Wow, Gary, I cannot believe you did that.
That's live, folks. That shows you what kind of week I've been having. I am exhausted.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet.
But anyway, how do we rebound from that? I don't think there's a way to really rebound, is there? Oh, man. Everybody's pretty much all spread out here, Josh. So I mean,
not a whole lot going on. I'm up here with Michael Atkins Jr., who's about a second ahead of Jordan Kuntz. there in second place. Kevin E. Bullock there in third. Of course, yeah, pit stops happening here. Brennan D. Jinks down pit road. Yeah, that window is open, Gary, for a few of the drivers, and it's open now.
And it's like peer pressure.
Yeah.
You know, and you see a couple of guys come in, ooh, they get tires, ooh, they're faster than you now. So now it's just like, man, maybe I'm going to get tires. So you get all these guys wanting to get tires here, and so they're trying to figure it out. All right, where's my fuel window lie? Am I going to make it here if I pit right now? And kind of see where it shuffles out here toward the end. A lot of these fast cars, though, that are a lap down, that were trapped a lap down due to the stage, it's going to be interesting to see how long they decide to stay out, maybe try to work their way back on the lead lap with some pit strategy.
Well, Jeff P. Tetra at about 34 laps. We've got Ryan Honeycutt out here at about 33. Ruben Phelps at about 32. Timmy Reed at about 35. Of course,
we got contact between the 3 and the 76.
Yes, we do. We're going to have a caution here.
No.
Or are we going to have no caution?
Now, I don't. Now, Josh, you know me. I don't call out drivers, but that was a bonehead move there by that 3 car. I don't understand. You have the relative. You have all these tools here. I just don't understand how you do not see this guy coming out of the corner like that.
Well, let's go ahead
and look at the relative. You just got to. That's just lack of track awareness right there.
Well, let's go ahead and get on Brendan D. Jinks here. Yeah,
and
he's past the cone.
And that's going to take Scott out of the race.
And right there, oh man, I don't know, that was close. Coming out of the pits, and of course,
there's
back
just
up
nowhere for
on
Scott
the
to go
track.
to
No, there's not. Yeah, contact 76 and 3, and then 76 hits the wall. The 3 heavy. Yeah, man, I don't know,
That's going to end the race there for the 76, and the 3 decided to go tow it after that. But if it were me, I would just stick my tail between my legs and I would just park the car after that. But that's just me.
Oh, man. Well, we took a look at that, and we seen coming on a pit road, you know, past the blue cone, coming up on the track.
And I'm just amazed. Like, how do you make that mistake? You know, I
don't know.
I don't know.
I've been a driver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been a driver, and I'm watching Darrell Arnold here, who just came out. He stays kind of low, and, the 21 there. Now on the outside, of course, we see some pit stops here still happening, but the 21 of Marty Phillips here, who has yet to pit, kind of stayed high. You know, he didn't force the issue. So I'm sure the admins are going to take a look at that.
Yeah, and I think it's just one of those situations there with Brendan. He wasn't thinking. He was just trying to get back up to speed, and just a split lapse in judgment there. It just ended poorly for him, to say the least. And he was in a position to win this race.
Oh,
he was having a really fast car. He was running the top 5, making really good moves. Just one bonehead move like that just really shows one bad decision could just take you out just like that.
I'm sure, like I said, the admins are going to take a look at that. Not an admin.
The 12 car is going to be pitting here.
Right. Ruben Phelps, Ryan Honeycutt down pit road. Ryan!
And the 12. I'm sorry. I'm a bit behind. Okay. But he did hit the wall coming into pit road there.
Oh. Okay, so Marty Phelps off and away here. We got Kevin E. Bullock on pit road. So that will give the lead back up to...
And the 76 and the 3 have both retired.
Oh, man. All right, man. Oh, man.
And Michael's back up in the lead with Jordan Kuntz there in second position. So
Anthony out there in chat. What's up, man? Glad to see you out there, buddy. Kevin A. Bullock off and away here. 1.1, a minute, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2 on pit road. That's going to put him 2 laps down as the leaders come around.
Yes, sir, it is. And we're seeing the leaders working their way around the 96. He is the lead in the modified division. Coming out here, 57 laps down, going to try to gain some track position. He's going to gain at least one spot by passing around the 82, who is retired, I believe.
Hey, I got to say, the 96 out here in the modified car, hey, he's not having any trouble getting air in that radiator, though.
He is not. So that car is going to be staying up pretty cool all night long.
198 degrees and rising. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you are good. You are good. I'm just watching these guys here. We've only got 6 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, man.
And Jeff is still in that position for the lucky dog. He's got to be able to. That 59 is going to have to be able to catch up to the 87. It's going to be interesting to see how far apart these guys are. We're seeing Jeff going into 1, and the 59's approaching the start-finish line.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, in chat here, you know, they're talking about, we got Mitch Diamond out there talking about Marty Phillips making a nice run after crashing during the parade lap there at the start of the race. Yeah, Marty, you know, hey, he started 19th. He's currently 13th. I mean, after that little mishap there, I would say that's a pretty good turnaround. I mean, Gary, it's amazing. You know, and he still could, even though 3 laps down, he could come away with the win. But with no cautions right now,
he would need a lot of help.
Yes, he would.
I can't really roll out a top 10 though. I mean, he's the only car 3 laps. Well, he's beaten the 48, who's also 3 laps down. But
48. I got 48 4 laps down. It'll update.
Oh, 4 laps down.
4 laps down. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't see an update on my ATVO there for a second. But he's the only car 3 laps down. He could definitely pull out top 10. I can't rule that out just yet. I mean, we still got a long way to go here before the end of this thing. And he's doing a well of a job. He's really stuck with it, even though he hit the wall there early, and he's really toughing it out. I can't say too much bad about Marty here tonight.
Well, Brady Shue putting some shoes on here tonight. They're in that number 7 machine right up ahead of the 6 of Daryl Arnold there. You know, these 2 guys, well, Brady Shue started in 17th, running in 3rd. Daryl Arnold started in the 10th spot, currently running in 4th, right behind him. We've got a change of really 3rd and 4th here. You know, man, I still don't know who it's going to be, who's going to win this race. Because Jordan and Michael, their teammates, they're still sitting 1 and 2. We got a ways to go, even though they're teammates. Do you think maybe Jordan might put that pressure still on that 41?
I think once you get within the last 30 laps of a race, team orders just go out the window. And it doesn't matter if you're a teammate or not. If that's the guy in front of you, you want to grab that checkered flag. As I've mentioned before in another broadcast with you there, Josh, drivers are very selfish individuals. They will do whatever it takes to get around you and pass you. It don't matter if it's clean or if it's dirty. They will try to pass you in any way that they can for a while.
Well, do you want me to go ahead and mention it here?
Taylor Ricky Miller to win a race?
No, I'd rank you for a Klondike bar.
I mean, I like Klondike bars. You get one, split it.
Man, I don't know.
1 and 2 kind of nose to tail here, but here's this bubble of air I was talking about. As we see about a 2/10 lead there on Michael Atkins Jr. over the 99. There's that bubble of air right there, that dirty air we were talking about in pre-race, and it's just kind of pushing Michael along. So Jordan's really going to have to change up his line to see if he can really get to the back bumper of that 41, and then once he gets there, I'm not saying necessarily a bump and run will happen, but how do you try to go underneath him there and try to outsmart that 41 even though he's your teammate?
Well, dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Yeah, right.
17 seconds behind Jordan Kuntz as we get off that pun there, man. I want to crack up laughing, but you know,
Yeah, Michael
Brady
is
Shue
coming off a 4, and Brady Shue and company are coming off of turn number 2, so they are roughly a half lap down to our leaders.
Well, they can't make it to the end. They're going to have to pit at least 1, maybe 2 times.
1 for sure. I think these guys, you'll probably see them pit around lap 110. Well, not even 110. You might, if they can make it to the end on 1 more pit stop, maybe 120 even. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure. Right now, we've only got 5 cars on that lead lap. So the first car lap down is Tim Taylor there in the 6th position. So we've only got 5 cars, like I mentioned, here on the lead lap.
All right, yeah, man, only 5, man. This is rough. Well, you can't see me. 00 there of Joshua Witherspoon is going to be the last driver on the lead lap here, currently running in 5th. Tim Taylor there in that number 11. You know, he started 5th, currently running in 6th. He is a lap down. He is in that lucky dog position.
Still a good run.
Yes. Yes, you know, if he gets a caution and he's not involved, he will be able to get that lap back. And I think Tim Taylor might be another driver we have to look at later on. Ryan Honeycutt back here in 7th, Ruben Phelps in 8th, Jeff Petitro 9th, and Timmy Reed going to round out our top 10 here in that bloody 1 machine, as I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But a sharp-looking paint there by that 1 for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I was hearing some chatter there amongst the 1 and the 7, but ended up working out. The 7 was able to get around him, and I won't repeat what they said, but toward the end of your piece there,
let's go and keep it PG here tonight.
We'll just go back and hit the mute button on the iRacing chat.
I don't hear it, so we're good. But awesome racing out here tonight. We'll go ahead and go back up front here real quick with Michael Atkins Jr.
This is really the only halfway interesting battle on this track.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least,
right now.
At least among the lead lap cars, anyway. But yeah, everybody
really
remember
spread
the spread
out.
out factor that I was telling you about at the beginning of the race? This is it right here. This is all the marbles right here. These guys are really spread out.
Well, I would be watching the drivers that are 1 lap down, all the way from Tim Taylor, they're in 6th, to Timmy Reed, they're in 10th. And then I would be watching here, of course, Kevin Bullock there, who's only 2 laps down, currently running in 11th, started 20th, and he's got company here.
And he was running in that top 5
yeah.
at the beginning of stage 2, but when he came down pit road, he hit his left side of the car there on the inside of the pit wall on his entry. So that has really messed up the car aerodynamically and has really slowed him down to where he was only going to lose a lap to get back on the lead lap. He has now lost 2 laps because of that pit stop.
Man. Good pastor. Phillips, Elliott, Ansman, rounding out the top 15 here. We've still got 17 drivers out here racing. Lindsey T. Harper out here into 51. 45 laps down. Still back out here running the race. And Bryce Shoemaker, 60 laps down. Started 15th, currently running in 19th. A modified out there.
And he was involved in that first caution with Jeremy, what's his name?
Jeremy Buchanan,
I'll let you.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
They should really give us an enunciation guide when we get new people in here, just so we have an idea of how to say their name.
It's either Buchanan or Buckran. One of the 2.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but we'll go with Buchanan. As we're seeing.
Well, hey, I don't know. I don't know.
There's kind of a battle for the lead here. Not really. There's not really a battle.
These
guys are just chilling.
Yeah,
these guys are just riding here.
Yeah, Michael Atkins Jr., Jordan Kuntz, yeah, and Todd Todd Kirkwood out there in chat saying they kind of checked out. Yeah, they've kind of checked out here with Daryl Arnold there. 20.2 seconds behind second place.
Now. It's now 20.4, almost 21 seconds here that they have pulled away from third place. So it's Brady Shoe is going to be the next victim, going to go a lap down here soon. If these leaders keep going round and round like they are. But Brady Shoe there is running into fifth spot. And these guys are closing in on some more traffic here with Brady Shoe. And the one car, Timmy Reed, is coming down pit road here.
Lap 104 of 100. Ooh, this is going to put it close.
He's not going to be able to make it.
No, he can't make it. There's no way.
Yeah, pitting with 45 to go. You are not going to, 46 to go. You are not going to make it to the end. These guys are probably going to have to go another 15 laps to make it on one more stop. We might see a gas to go.
Looks like Jordan coming down now.
Yeah,
so.
It's really going to be a gas and go unless you can save a lot of fuel here, because that's a long way to go. 45 laps to the end, you're not going to be able to make that.
No, you're going to.
Seeing the fuel window there at about 36 laps, 35 laps, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, 33. Anywhere between 32 and 36, 37 laps.
Somewhere in that rough window. So it's that's a tall order. He's going to have to come. He'll probably have to take a gas and go. Jordan will.
Yeah, a little bit.
The end of this thing.
A little bit of splash, and if he's got some tires,
he will take his 4 tires here.
Yes.
He will take a full pit stop. Obviously, you just ran what? 27, 30 laps there?
Yeah, I think it was like 20,
six, maybe somewhere around in there.
Yeah, 24, 26 laps. Yeah, for sure.
So you'll take your 4 tires here and then come back out and do another run. Maybe they'll split the last part in half. We'll see.
The merged motorsports is apparently what Jordan Kuntz and Michael Atkins Jr. is part of.
Yeah, merged. Yep. Mm-hmm. And it looks like Dennis is on some fresher tires here. He's going to go around the 7, or at least go try to go around the 7.
The 7. Brady Shoe.
And he is the last car on the lead lap in 4th position right now. I know that 99 wants to see it go green here. He has to. I know he's the first car lap down, but he is definitely wanting to see this run play its course.
Well, as you know, they're so spread out. Now, Tim Taylor down pit road, and they're so spread out right now. You know, Michael Atkins Jr.'s got a 22.3 second lead over Daryl Arnold. You know, if Michael pits, say within the next, say 10 laps, which, well, he's going to have to pit now within the next 3 to 6 laps or 7 laps or so. Right now, it's in his hands.
Yeah, even if he's going to have to run this tank dry to make it to the end. And even then, it's going to be really close. I think Jordan has really timed this out, where he only took 27 laps there, came in, got his tires and fuel. He might be one of those guys where we could see him pit with maybe 15, 20 to go. I could see him splitting the last section of this race in half, and then coming in and taking 2 or something along those lines, and coming in and taking your fuel and your tires here and do it again. I could see that. I've done that with Rambler a couple times in the past in another league that
Big Sexy.
we're in. Yes. Yeah. Big Sexy Rambler there. Shout out to Scott Rambler. Hope he's doing well. But we've done that a few times in the past. And it's worked out pretty good for us. We get a top 5 out of it. Maybe not a win per se, but it's definitely worked. And
hey, a top 5 is at a track like Atlanta, I mean, well, we're going to see Jordan here fly by the 41 to get his lap back.
Like 30 lap difference worth of tires right there.
Yes.
That's just what you're going to see.
Yeah,
25 lap difference right there.
Yeah, fly. Well, yeah, roughly.
Yeah, 25 lap difference there. He's flying around that 41. That 41 is just taking his time. He's got 33 laps on this stint here. He's probably going to be pitting here, like you said, Josh, probably within the next couple of laps.
Yeah,
here.
I would say 2 to 3 laps. He might be even coming down this time by. I don't know, the GTR 41. No, he's going to stay out. So Daryl Arnold there, still running in second, man. What a run by Daryl. Now, Daryl, it looks like got some rear end damage on that thing.
Now, from Michael's fastest lap of the race on lap 7 when he ran a 30.09 to his last lap here,
coming down.
He has fallen off almost 2 seconds off of his fastest lap of the race to now. So, and it looks like he's been running on average about 30.2s, 30.1s on fresh tires. So. Almost a second off of his regular pace here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Daryl Arnold, of course, in his pit stall here. Now, this could set up a Daryl Arnold type of finish. Now, he's going to go 1 lap down, still on pit road. He's going to go ahead and do his thing here at about 14.4 seconds.
Michael Atkins.
Michael, yes.
And he's got such a big lead, a 27-second lead here. He's not going to lose a lap. I don't think. He won't come out as leader, but
he won't lose a lap. Yeah,
he won't lose any time. No. Trying to see the interval here. Jordan is running down.
While you're looking at that, Jeffrey Goodpaster out there in chat lost it off turn 4. And bulldozed it into the pit exit tire barrier.
No. That'll ruin your night.
Oh, tough break, buddy, man. We hate it, man.
So Jordan has about... Trying to see here. Trying to see. Jordan's coming off of turn 4. Michael's just now exiting turn 2, so... Michael's going to have some ground to make up here over the next couple of laps to get back up into that lead spot, I think he can do it. Michael's been the smartest, I think, by far tonight with his tires.
Oh, yeah, Witherspoon down pit road. That's going to give second up to Michael Atkins Jr., Jordan Kuntz.
He's got a 16-second gap to run down on Jordan here.
Lap 117 coming to lap 118 here tonight on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, the 96 gets loose off of turn 2. Oh, and he's coming back up onto the racetrack.
Rush, Shoemaker.
But he saves it. He saves it. He's good.
Good save, Bryce. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
So we got nothing else to watch, you know. Might as well. Right?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see that here. Well, you know, we got now 3 drivers on the lead lap. We're going to go ahead and take a look here at what happened to Bryce Shoemaker back here. Yeah, you know, 59 laps down, but, you know, we you know, it could have brought out a caution. You know,
it could have.
On the 51,
got all the way down to the apron and saved it.
Yeah, 51 scraped the wall, and yes, he did. Man, good save by the 96.
And it may be reduced horsepower and those kind of things, but it's hard to save a car here in Atlanta. And he did it there skillfully. He did a very good job. As we've only got 2 cars here on the lead lap, Joshua.
Yep, Jordan Kuntz and Michael Atkins Jr. Daryl Arnold there, 1 lap down at about 22.4 seconds behind our first and second place. But, man, that tire difference between really second and third to the leader. Of course, you can't count Brady Shootout either at about 4 laps, 2 laps with Joshua Witherspoon. And these guys, they're going to get probably their lap back the old-fashioned way. But can they get back around
No.
Man.
And there is a 10-lap difference on these tires between Jordan and Michael here. Jordan being our leader, he's got 15 laps on this stint. Michael's got 5, so he's going to be able to run him down. It's just a matter of when and how he runs him down. As we're seeing some more traffic merging back out here, the 59 of Honeycutt back onto the racetrack as Michael gets around him.
I'm seeing the 7 get around him.
And well, Michael did pass him while he was merging, but
okay, so he was.
now it looks like, is this a battle for position between the 7 and the 59? No.
Man, that was close, buddy. Hang on to it.
Yeah, he was able to save that one there. The 87 coming back out onto the racetrack. He's a couple laps down now. He just pitted.
3 laps down for Jeppy Tetro.
But he is running in 9th place. So
yes, he is. I got him in 11th.
In 11th?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. 11th spot.
9th is Kevin E. Bullock.
Oh, I
40
was
laps
looking
down.
at. I think I was looking at starting position there with Honeycutt. I'm a little confused there.
Gary having a rough time this week.
It's a race.
Let's just go ahead and say thoughts and prayers to the Wells family. Let's go ahead and do that.
I appreciate that. Buddy.
Yeah, you know me, bud. Oh, we're getting real close here.
The 99. The old 6 there. Real close.
Thoughts and prayers to the Wells family here tonight, folks. Gary, one of my good buddies. And, we're all family here. From the league to the fans to broadcasters, just keep Gary and the family in your prayers here. And, Gary, of course, as always, thank you, buddy, for, joining me up here at the booth, man. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, man, not a problem. I love doing this stuff here. Gives me a... how do we want to put this? A much-needed distraction, for sure. As we're seeing Jordan kind of struggle a little bit on this run. 19 laps now on the tires.
48 behind him. That is going to be Elliott Longenecker 5 laps down. Elliott to the inside. Not for position, though.
He's going to get one of his laps. Oh, no! Real tight
they're
right
still
there.
side by side, though, here. Ooh.
Well, and him and the 06 almost got together there a couple of laps ago. It got the 99 loose when the 06 was on the high side. So, Jordan's going to have to really play smart here with these lap cars. Just let them all go by. It's not for position.
No.
But he's got to be careful because...
look who's coming.
He's only got a 7-second lead now over Atkins, and Michael has really been taking his time working his way through these lap cars.
Man, I got to give credit, though, to Daryl. He played a strategy game here, too, from 10th.
Yeah, he's up to that 3rd spot. He is running really strong here. I think he's going to be able to get back on this lead lap. He is just behind the 99 there. Running that middle lane. It seems to be that's the line that works best for him. And he's running down that 99.
You got to save those tires somehow.
And some drivers feel like the way that they drive this racetrack and attack this racetrack, running just above the white line and maybe running the middle is just good for them, especially in 3 and 4. There could be a second group, but right down there in 1 and 2, you really want to be as close to the bottom as you can.
Jordan Kuntz, Michael Atkins Jr.
And Jordan is pitting. Jordan is coming down pit road, 99.
Might be. Oh, did he get it locked down?
He did. He got it down to 50.
Okay. Oof.
He's splitting this last stint in half, like I mentioned there, Josh. So Jordan taking the tire strategy here. Let's see how many he takes here on this pit stop.
Well,
he's got to take enough fuel to make it to the end, obviously.
Is he going to take tires? Does he have enough sets?
Oh, he has enough sets. We have run all night long. He is taking 4.
4 tires. Smart move.
And he's got a 17, 18, 19, 20 second pit stop. What is going on here? Did he speed?
I think he did speed.
He's still on 30
yes.
seconds now.
I don't think he locked it down.
He's down here 40 seconds now. Almost darn near.
38, 39, 40.
When you speed, it does hold you for 20 seconds. So I think this is it right here. He's going to be let go any second now. Maybe. 50 seconds.
50. He's still on pit road.
What are we waiting on? There we go.
There he is gone. But, oh, no.
He's in the 8th spot now.
And 2 laps down.
Only leave Michael and Daryl on the lead lap right now.
Michael Atkins Jr. and yeah, that's it.
That's it. I mean, that's it right there.
20 to go here tonight.
Yeah, we got 19 laps to go here now for Michael.
I've got 19 as it updates. I've got a lot of stuff going on at the same time, so it takes yeah. Hey,
Well,
TVO, get your stuff together, bud. Thank you.
You're also preoccupied there. Now Jordan is 2 laps down in 8th position. So he's really going to have to drive the wheels off this car to even have a chance, unless we get a yellow.
Well, Tim Taylor right up ahead of him. Tim's coming down pit road here in that number 11 machine.
Jordan's going to have to get at least 1 lap down and basically make that whole other lap back out, and then maybe get a caution.
I think Jordan right now needs a caution.
Yeah, he wants to get at least up to 1 lap down.
One lap, yeah.
If he can do that and they get a caution here, and if he's in the lucky dog spot, he might be able to save his race here, but he's going to need some help.
Well, look who's up to 3rd. You can't see me, 00, Joshua Witherspoon, Mr. Eyeballs.
He's on my relative there. Oh yeah, there he is.
Mr. Eyeballs.
Yes, running to that 3rd spot. He may be 1 lap down in 3rd, but it's a 3rd place spot here. He is doing a whale of a job. It's going to be interesting to see when Michael's going to come down. I think he...
let me see here. Michael last pitted there, looking at ATVO here at about 18 or so laps ago. Coming to 19 or so laps this time by.
It's going to be close.
Oh.
It's going to be close. 16 laps to go. He's 19 laps in.
Nothing with Gary here tonight.
That's 35 laps.
33. Oh, man. Yeah. That's going to be
35,
close.
36 laps. That's going to be real close. I think he's going to be able to make it, though. With this big lead, I think he's pretty much got it, because Daryl has to go basically a lap around the racetrack to pass.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he's got all these cars a lap down. So
yeah, and I think Daryl is going to be more of the driver who is going to be more closer on fuel, even though 1 lap difference, Daryl at about 21 laps out there on the run. Josh Witherspoon, though, can make it at about 18 laps. So, man, it's going to be close right now with the top 3.
that strategy just bit the 99 in the butt there with that speeding penalty.
Man, that hurt him. Man. 14 to go here tonight, folks. 14 to go. 27 watching.
Behind. Oh, that was the 12 there. Got loose behind the 41.
That would be Kevin E. Bullock.
We've seen a lot of cars get loose there off of turn 2 tonight. That's really been a tricky spot for a lot of these guys. The 48's coming down pit road, by the way. 21's on pit road, I'm seeing here by the speed drop.
All right, for everybody just tuning in here tonight, myself, Joshua Medlock, and of course, Gary Wells up here in the booth with me tonight. Oh, no!
Oh! Almost ruined the race there of the 41. The 41 got up into the wall, I think, trying to avoid him.
There's
sure did.
No caution, but we're going to take a look. No caution on that. Wow.
No caution on that at all.
We're going to be on the 33 here of Jeffrey Goodpaster here. Yeah, got into the wall. Got on the apron there. Slowed it down, but came back up. Went back down again. All right, so
That
we're
should
gonna.
not affect Michael too much. I'm gonna
Oh,
look
he
at the car here.
loses it and then hits the wall, comes right back. Oh man, that was
Right up in front of our leader.
that could
And
have been
Michael does have some right
ugly.
side damage, but I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be just fine.
How did that not bring out a caution?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Your guess is as good as mine on that
I'm
one.
gonna go ahead and say it. Racing. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Speaking of Jordan Kuntz here, the 99 trying to redeem himself a little bit. He's gonna pass our leader here to go one lap down, and I think he'd be okay with the caution right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we've got 11 laps to go here for 10 laps to go here
10.
for Michael. So
10
he's
laps
got,
to go, yeah, and I
He's
think right
really
now
got to milk it
it's
here and be careful.
in Michael's hands right now. You know,
It's definitely Michael's place to lose, and he's even pulled out more of a lead since hitting the wall there.
at about 30 seconds close to it of Daryl Arnold. I still give my credit to Daryl Arnold here, man. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think this is his first race, isn't it?
I don't.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him on the sheet here. Let me.
Jeffrey Goodpasser out there in chat
Daryl
saying he's.
Arnold's first race.
Oh, it might be. Saying he's ready to get rid of Atlanta, and I mentioned in Chad Homestead next week, and he's like, thank God. Homestead. On to Homestead next week, yeah, for sure.
This is really going to be a big shakeup here in the points this week.
Oh, yes.
Especially with Michael getting his first win right here.
Well,
and he's going to let all these lappers go. Just go ahead. Go on by me.
Well, and of course the stage, too. So.
Yeah, he got the stage, and it looks like he might get the race here. And this race, Josh, tonight has really been a battle of attrition here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Especially with only having the two cautions there, of course, one being the stage.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Two cautions,
really,
one of them the stage.
It's really been a clean race here.
Yep.
Everybody's gotten really spread out. The pit stops, I think, has really made a difference as far as the mistake factor. You can kind of tell who's lost the most time and gained the most time. Obviously, Michael has done a superb job on pit road here tonight. So he is, I think this is really going to be the reason why he wins this race, honestly. And he's played his strategy out perfectly.
Oh, yeah, there. Two cautions, one of them the stage. We have that one caution there. 5 laps altogether. 6 laps to go here tonight. 12 lead changes here this evening. But right now, it's all Michael Atkins Jr. here this evening. And he is, of course, coming up on the 6 of Daryl Arnold here.
If he wins this race by a lap, I'm going to throw my notebook.
If he laps Daryl Arnold, I'm going to throw mine in the trash. Oh, man. We got 5 to go. Coming to 4 this time by. Thank you all for tuning in. At about 22 watching here currently. We got 15 likes here tonight. I'm still hoping for that 20 like mark as we hit 4 to go. A big shout out to, of course, our sponsors yet again here tonight. GTR Simulator, Butt Kicker, eNASCAR CS20 will give you 20% off of your order. Grab that Butt Kicker too. I've heard of great things about that here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, Miller Electric and Custom Paints and Designs. Man, thank you all 4 of you, for coming on board here for the first season of the eNASCAR Cup Series. 3 to go, Gary.
Yeah, 3 laps to go here. Michael has put on a commanding lead. Coming off of turn number 2.
We're into 3 now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, going into 3 now. Sorry, it's live for me. I promise. 2 to go here for Michael.
Well, it's going to be one more lap for Michael Atkins Jr. Well, two more, really, but can he take the white flag before a caution? That's the biggest thing.
We'll see. Otherwise, it's really going to be a 3-car battle for the win. And that'll really benefit Josh Witherspoon, but he's going to be here to restart in the back.
Yeah, but man, third place right now.
Coming off a turn 4, he's going to take it. The white flag, Michael Atkins, 1 to go.
White flag, 1 to go in the air here tonight for Michael Atkins Jr. Dominating performance, 105 laps. He has led here tonight, down into turn 3 here this evening for the GTR number 41 machine of turn number 4. Michael Atkins Jr. gonna win it here tonight.
He's gonna win it here tonight, and I wonder if he has enough fuel to do a burnout here.
I don't know. 34 laps. He might have.
Might have a little bit here.
A little bit.
Michael is definitely going to be doing some burnouts here tonight. Him and Daryl going to finish second there.
Yes.
Only 2 cars on the lead lap.
2 cars on the lead lap, but you can't see me, Witherspoon. He's going to round out our top 3 here tonight, folks. Don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after these messages.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, Gary had to step away here. He's got some stuff he's got to do. But awesome job out here tonight by everybody out here this evening. We're going to go ahead and get our third place finisher up here tonight. Joshua Witherspoon, man, that 00 machine. You're 1 lap down, but you managed to grab a third here tonight. But it's Atlanta, buddy. Talk about it here this evening.
Yeah, it was a good race. And that stage caution there with the pit strategy where I messed up and I ended up having pit in there coming up to the end there. And if I would have stayed out, I think at least I stayed on the lead lap at least anyway. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. And it was a slick track. I wish we had some caution because I used some tires.
How many sets of tires did you have left?
3. I didn't get a chance to use the other ones, and I was dying for them.
So you had 3 sets left in the pits.
Yep, and I wanted to use all 3 of them.
Wow. Well, man, but it is Atlanta. You know, we went green flag there. So, but really talk about how did you manage to really get up there and, you know, keep it to grab a top 3? That's really the main thing with the 2 cautions, 1 caution and the stage.
Well, I'm going to assume some luck went my way at some point because I don't know. I was looking at the thing, and next thing I know, I was in 5th, and then another round of pit stops, and I was in 3rd, and then I saw 2nd place was about to go a lap down. I was like, wait, what? I don't know. I think it was some dumb luck, but I was just trying to hope I saved enough gas where everyone else had to pit there at the end. I might have squeezed out a win out of you know what, but yeah, I don't end up having enough gas.
Well, you know, we're going to end it here in Atlanta. You know, this track is rough. I've raced here. My highest finish is 3rd, and let me tell you, after 2 laps, I'm done. You know, the tires here in Atlanta is crazy. But we get a Homestead next week for round number 5. Your thoughts on Homestead?
A lot more lanes to run there. I mean, it's going to be rough on tires. Not as rough, but it's still going to be pretty rough. And I expect to see a lot of side-by-side there, too. And especially coming out of turn 2, where it kind of bottles up coming out of the corner there, people getting into each other.
Oh,
turn 4 gets a little slick. And if they hit the wall out of turn 4, they're going to bounce back across the track, and then we got a parking lot. So I'm expecting some fun racing there, and I mean, I'm impressed with all the guys after tonight, so I'm expecting some more of the good stuff next week too.
Oh yeah, Josh. Well, we talked throughout the week, man. Well, we talked not maybe throughout the week, but man, awesome racing by you guys. You know, only 2 drivers finishing on the lead lap here, but you know, if we had that caution, you know, it would have kind of set the stage for, you know, another type of finish and maybe a green-white checker. You know, did you know, maybe think about that too?
Oh yeah, I was hoping Dennis was going to throw a yellow there. I saw a few people getting sideways, and I was like, hey man, there's someone getting sideways. Might be some more out there, you know, something on the racetrack. And he wasn't buying none of it. So. But yeah, I was hoping for some sort of caution, get some kind of green-white checker, or even at the stage there. And yeah, it was just. I think tonight was just kind of one of them nights where just everything just kind of fell out at odd time, and it just kind of put some people behind the 8 ball, and then some other guys stayed out and got to work, and they props to them.
Well, you're going to finish in 3rd here tonight, buddy. You know, still a good point tonight for you. Sitting in 3rd in the points, only 14 behind Brennan D. Jinx. So you are going to pick up probably a position here tonight, man. Awesome job. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
That's getting into 2nd points after that horrible Daytona. I'll take it. You know, shout out to everybody tonight. That was some good driving, even all the way around, from the winner all the way to the guys that didn't have as good night. You know, only 1 caution. And you know, shout out to everyone here showing up, putting on a show. You know, you for broadcasting, our sponsors, couldn't do it without you. And you know, Dennis for putting it on like always. And you know, iRacing for existing.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
So, yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, it was fun for sure to watch here this evening, buddy. Go celebrate. Get ready for Homestead next Friday night. Same time, same place, bud.
See you then.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. And this is the man that I've really been wanting to talk to here, Mr. Daryl Arnold. I don't know how you did it Because I'm not a driver, you and Michael were the only two to finish on the lead lap. You, of course, there in second. But awesome run out there for you, man. Talk about Atlanta. We got to hear it from you, bud. We have to.
Atlanta is a very, very fun track. It's actually not too far from where I live in Alabama, but I've never been there, unfortunately. I think we just got lucky on that first run.
Are you a Crimson Tide fan?
I am. I live in Tuscaloosa and actually work at the university.
You don't need an interview. Nope, not going to happen. No, I'm just playing. I'm an Arkansas fan, so yeah, go ahead.
I hear you. My brother lives in Arkansas. Go Razorbacks.
Really? Okay. Well, we'll talk about the racing before we get more into that.
Okay.
It was fun, man. Awesome job. Tell us how you did it. I'll mute my mic so I don't interrupt you.
Yeah, sure. It's my first race with the league, so appreciate them having me on, Dennis. And Timmy recruited me. He's actually my teammate. Him and I had somewhat of a pit strategy going in, and it just happened to work out in our favor with the no caution. So we were able to make some pretty long runs, squeeze almost 35 laps out of a tank of fuel and make the tires last. And I think we just got really lucky, to be honest with you.
Well, man, it was an awesome race out here tonight. You know, your strategy. You know, now that Atlanta's done, we can talk about the strategy. That's the big thing. So what was really your strategy to really get up there into the top 5, top 10? I'm going to go and put it at that. But managing to finish in second, on the lead lap.
Yeah, right. I mean, I noticed that people were just ticking off. I think probably some other people had some unfortunate incidents in the pit road, I'm guessing, because a couple times I pitted. It wasn't exceptional pits, but I came out and gained a position, so that had me scratching my head a little bit that maybe other people didn't have a really good pit, entry or exit or something like that. But yeah, it was good. We were able to make the tires last, and I mean, that was a lot of fun.
Oh man, it was amazing. But we're gonna go to another track next week, called Homestead. So how do you feel about Homestead?
Well, Alabamians aren't too fond of Miami, so that ugly colored wall.
Y'all's not too fond about Arkansas either, but we know that. So go ahead, talk about Homestead.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I have very little iRacing experience on Homestead, so I'm gonna have to do my homework and just stay out of trouble.
So basically, get some practice before you
absolutely
tackle that track. Well, Daryl, man, even though you're an Alabama fan, I do appreciate you coming on board here and racing with the guys, because, man, we look forward to seeing you out here more and racing up with eNASCAR. Awesome job, man. This was outstanding. I still don't know how you did it. I really don't.
Josh, I appreciate it. I heard a lot of good things about you, so I'm really looking forward to watching the broadcast, having a couple drinks tonight, and just want to thank GTR Simulator. I think they're a league sponsor, Butt Kicker, Miller, and Custom Paints and Diecast, and of course yourself. So this is the first experience I've had with you, but I've heard a lot about you, so I'm looking forward to listening and watching the broadcast.
Oh, wow. It's news to me. Wow. Well, this might not work out because you're Alabama, I'm Arkansas, so
It's SEC, man. We can make it work.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it work. So, man, Daryl, awesome job, bud. Awesome job out here tonight, man. Yeah, go celebrate second. We'll see you next week, bud.
All right, take care.
Oh, well, that's going to bring us here to our winner here tonight. I don't think he needs an interview. I really don't. Michael, do you think you need an interview here?
If that's where you want it, I can just go home.
No, that's not going to happen, man. Man, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. You led the most laps. You dominated the race here this evening, buddy. Talk about Atlanta, bud.
What am I gonna say about Atlanta? It just chews and chews and chews up that right rear tire.
It's the Cookie Monster, man.
No, that would be for that would be Monster Mile. But no, unfortunately, I was looking forward to the battle with my teammate there, Mr. Jordan Kuntz, but he said he had a mess up / slip up on aisle 7 there on getting on the last pit stop. They was doing
Yeah.
130 on pit road and
Oof.
cost him a pit road penalty, but I was looking forward to the battle there at the end with him, but yeah, so I was just hanging on for just pacing myself for the race there and just coming away clean as I could. Tried to avoid a lap car there and missing grazed the outside wall on the back stretch on like 138, but we still came away with the win. So
But yeah, well, real quick, talk about that. You seen that right in front of you, and you kind of smacked the wall on the outside. You had that right front damage. Did that affect you any?
it slowed me down enough where I couldn't lap second place that I wanted to, but that's the only downfall to my race. I saw how close I was, but no offense, second place, but it just made me a little bit happier and put a little bit more cream on the pie there, just to say I lapped the whole field for sure. But it just didn't work out that way.
Well, first place, regardless of lapping the whole field or not, man, awesome job by the GTR Simulator number 41. Of course, coming into tonight, you as the leader in the point standings, 18 points ahead of Brendan D. Jinx. This win is definitely going to help you get that space there for sure. As we edge into round 5 of Homestead next week, your thoughts on Homestead?
Homestead's fun. I've got some quirks I got to work out as far as driving line at a certain point of the track, but I won't say it on the broadcast because I know these guys is just hungry and just looking for a try. It's like we gotta get that points lead. We gotta get that points lead. So I won't say exactly what it is, but we'll come back out Friday afternoon next week for a league race and fine tune everything and get it where we need it to be and look to have some more fun.
Well, this is a league to also help out too, Michael. So keep that into consideration as well. So, but here tonight, awesome job at Atlanta, buddy. Man, I don't know. You won the race by 31.221 seconds ahead of Daryl Arnold. You are way ahead.
You just gave me a good idea. I think I'm going to talk with Dennis and see if I can start with a 31-second lead next week.
Oh, man, awesome job. Awesome win, Michael. Gonna, like I said, help you in points. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory?
Yeah, I got, first of all, thank my wife and kids for allowing me to have the time to do this and stuff. And then second of all, thank Todd Kirkwood in this league with Emerge Motorsports for bringing me on board with that team. But the painter of the actual paint scheme, I have to thank him, Shad Curran with ECM Motorsports or Extreme Motorsports 99.com league that I run in Wednesday and Thursdays. But just give a big shout out to all of them and all the guys over there at ECM. So we put in a lot of time and effort and stuff like that, practicing and running for Extreme. And Fridays I spend the majority of the day just practicing and running for this league race on Friday night. So,
well, Michael, buddy, I've known you a long time, but it's it's racing. When it comes to race time, man, we're not friends. But awesome job out here tonight for sure. Dominating the race, going to lead the most laps, going to get that edge there in the points as well. Get ready for Homestead because that's what's next on the schedule.
Yes, sir. I look forward to try to extending the points league gap.
All righty, buddy. We'll talk to you later, man. Congratulations on the win. Go celebrate, bud. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yep. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Let's get down here to the unofficial results, pending the admin stuff they have to do here this evening. But it's going to be Michael Atkins Jr. grabbing the win here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Man, I don't know how he did it, but he did it. As well as Daryl Arnold, who is an Alabama fan here tonight. We're going to have a talk with Daryl, but awesome job by Daryl, man. They're in second, man. I don't know how he did it either, but man, awesome job. As well as Joshua Witherspoon there in third. One lap down, he managed to finish the top 3. So awesome job by Joshua, as well as Brady Shue grabbing the top 5 here in 4th. Ruben Phelps there in 5th. Awesome job by Ruben. Jordan Kuntz there having that mishap on pit road, coming down, speeding. He will grab a 6th spot. Ryan Honeycutt in 7th. Timmy Reed in 8th. Jeff P. Tetro 9th. And Kevin E. Bullock going to round out a top 10. Tim Taylor there in 11th. Dennis Ansman in 12th. Elliot Longenecker in 13th. Jeffrey Goodpaster 14th. Marty Phillips 15th. Lindsey T. Harper 16th. Bryce Shoemaker 17th. Brendan D. Jinks 18th. Scott Warren 19th. And Todd Kirkwood in 20th. Jeremy Buchanan there in 21st, rounding out the field. But our winner here tonight going to be Michael Atkins Jr. here this evening for the NASCAR Cup Series here on MaxSpeedTV. But tomorrow night, we got a Halloween bash going on with Loose Lug Nuts. You don't want to miss it here on MaxSpeedTV. Man, it's going to be awesome. There is a die cast on the line there as well. This is going to be interesting. But until then, thank you all. Stay safe and have a good night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.